Where and how you invest your resources will have a big impact on the success or failure of your voiceover career. I'm Bill DeWeese, and my weekly DeWeese Directive is coming up next. Hey there, Bill DeWeese here from voice-over-training.org with my weekly DeWeese Directive, voiceover power tips and strategies to help you propel your voiceover career forward. You probably know by now that my mantra is, when behind the microphone, think like a performer. When behind the desk, think like a business person, because it's not until you have both sides of that coin covered equally well that you'll begin to see the success that you want and that you deserve in your voiceover career. So let's talk a little bit about the business side, because that is an area where many, if not most people, struggle. A lot of performers out there who have really very little experience on the business side. And I want to break this down very simply, because when it comes to the business side of the equation, a lot of it has to do with managing your resources. I really think that is the first and most foundational step in beginning to think like a business person. Managing your resources. What do I mean by resources? Your time, your talent, your money. And where you invest and how you use those will in large part determine the success of your voiceover business and your voiceover career. There are three essential steps that you need to take and think about and determine how you're going to invest your time, talent, resources to achieve the desired result. So let's talk about those steps. Step number one is to have a proper home studio. Does it take a fortune of your resource of money to do that? No, it really doesn't. However, you want to make sure that you take all the right steps and get the right equipment. It's important to have a proper studio setup, because not only will you be judged on your talent, but those listening will make judgments, whether consciously or not, on the quality of the audio that you record, which is a separate issue from your talent. And if the audio is not up to par, if it's not up to industry standards, then it will be difficult for somebody to listen past that to the talent that you may have. So step one, again, is having a proper recording studio. Two, having a quality voiceover demo or demos, depending on whether you do just a commercial or you do a commercial and a narration, or if you add other niche demos such as audiobook or promo or trailer or animation or what have you. Many people, as a matter of fact, I just had a consultation with a voice talent earlier this morning, whose biggest obstacle right now is not a talent issue, it's having a properly produced demo that showcases him properly to prospective agents and clients. And if you're fishing, you've got to have the right bait. And this is a very simplistic example, but having the right bait in your voiceover business is having a proper demo or demos that will generate the interest that will in turn lead to auditions and opportunities. So that's step two, again, having a properly professionally produced voiceover demo. Essential step number three is having a real business plan, not something on a wing and a prayer or a guess in the dark every now and then, but having an actual proven plan in place that has realistic goals established and realistic activities that you can do on a daily and a weekly and a monthly basis to get you to where you want to get. So again, proper home studio, professionally produced demo, and an actual business plan that you can execute. Those are the three essential steps. And as you determine the investment of your time and your money and your talent, those are the three areas where you have to carefully consider how you're going to strategically invest your resources. And if done properly, then you can expect to see progress in your voiceover career. And let me just add a bonus fourth, and that is endurance. It's one of those things that's kind of an intangible. It's that if you do everything else properly, but you don't stick to it and execute, I once heard it said that, I'll give you a penny for $1 million plan, but I'll give you $1 million for the person who can execute it. So the best made plans mean nothing unless you can and you're willing to actually follow through and to do them. And if you're struggling in these areas and wondering, okay, well, Do I have what it takes? Do I have the proper things? How do I invest my resources? I do offer a free 15-minute consultation, and I budget that into my daily, in terms of my resources and my time, I budget that into my daily schedule to make sure that I'm always talking with voice talent on a daily basis, giving feedback, doing an assessment so that you can assess where you're at. And the purpose of that consultation is to assess where you're at and what you need to make sure that the important things, those three major steps, are where you need them to be so that you can move forward and make the progress, again, that you want and you deserve in your voiceover career. And by the way, if you're interested in that consultation, that free consultation, just drop me an email at voiceoverexpert@gmail.com, and in the subject line, put consultation. Hey, it's been great talking to you. I hope that you'll take this information, that you'll use it again to solidify or further your voiceover career, and I do wish you the very, very best.